Chief, by all indications, this is a big deal. He didn't complete his job.
I think that's a fair read, yes.
Tonight, a Littleton police officer is at the center of an internal investigation after Denver7 Investigates uncovered he failed to do his job. The failure came during a domestic violence investigation.
Chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski is here tonight. Tony, this is a case involving a husband accused of threatening to kill his wife.
Shannon Ann, clearly a serious situation here. And this is not the first time questions have followed the way Corporal Andrew Schmidt has handled a recent domestic violence call. Tonight, we're asking tough questions because Corporal Schmidt left an estranged wife in a dangerous position.
It appears like we made a mistake.
A mistake inside these reports, a mistake that went undiscovered for more than 9 months.
Chief, would you have found this mistake if Denver7 didn't ask to review your records?
Probably not.
A mistake that started at 2 in the morning on a Tuesday in November last year. A call for help to 911. The call came from inside this apartment, a wife calling saying her estranged husband was trying to break in.
I can tell you on its face, it appears that we didn't do what we said we were going to do, and we're looking at that in detail.
Reports uncovered and reviewed by Denver7 Investigates expose the breakdowns made by the Littleton Police Department. They show the estranged husband came to his ex-wife's apartment unannounced several times, punched a pane of glass, and in a voicemail also obtained by police, the estranged husband threatened to kill his ex-wife. The officer on the call, Corporal Andrew Schmidt.
Chief, by all indications, this is a big deal. He didn't complete his job. We're talking about an arrest warrant. We're talking about somebody who threatened to kill a woman in your city.
I think that's a fair read, yes. When you're looking at the report and again, the investigation that we have ongoing into the facts of this case.
Ongoing investigation because Denver7 discovered Corporal Andrew Schmidt apparently dropped the ball. His report dated November 24th said he intended to file an arrest warrant against the estranged husband, the guy accused of threatening to kill his ex-wife. But that arrest warrant was never filed until last week, until Denver7 raised the question.
We hold ourselves to high standards, and when our officers don't achieve those standards and don't perform at that level, we hold them accountable.
They didn't want to be there. They just did whatever they could as quick as they could to continue on with their night.
And this is not the first time Corporal Schmidt has found himself at the center of a domestic violence controversy.
I'm 14 and I just lost both my parents, and that could have been prevented.
Jonathan Fallon and Tyler Jukes say they asked police to arrest their mom's boyfriend.
My mom and her boyfriend got into a fight. She's screaming about her neck right now.
Corporal Schmidt was the lead officer on that call. He spent less than 25 minutes in the apartment, wrote a 7-word report, and did not make an arrest or ask the angry boyfriend to leave. 12 hours later, the teenage boy's mom, Krista Benton, was murdered. Police say her boyfriend shot her before taking his own life.
Krista Benton's 2 teenage sons said Corporal Schmidt let them down that night. 12 hours later, she was murdered. Corporal Schmidt is the person responsible for this failure. What's this say about Corporal Schmidt?
Well, like I said, we have an open investigation. We're looking at Corporal Schmidt's actions in this case.
Saw 2 questionable decisions by one corporal, both on domestic violence calls. An officer that continues to wear the badge and work while his department investigates.
Did you ever consider putting Corporal Schmidt on administrative leave, and if not, why not?
I have not, and I have not because the investigation is still open and ongoing, and I have not seen anything to this point that would make me do something like that.
Littleton's top cop says following our investigations, he has made tangible changes in how his department handles domestic violence calls, including increased training and a change in how officers document their responses.
Has our investigation provided a bit of a wake-up call for your department?
I would say yes.
Painful?
Yes. But necessary, I think.
Now, we did request to talk directly with Corporal Schmidt about his decisions on both domestic violence calls. He declined to explain those decisions in front of our cameras. Chief Stevens says the internal investigation will now take about 2 weeks, and we will follow up. He says possible discipline on this ranges from a verbal warning to a possible suspension.
We know you'll stay on it. Yes.
Thank you very much.
We will follow.